Hello, this is Eugenia with Radiant Warrior Living. Today, my topic is about your intuition. It's about trusting your voice, trusting that voice inside of you. What is intuition? Intuition is something that's kind of a sixth sense, something that is within us and something that comes to us in a specific moment. The only way, though, that we can hear that voice is when we are more calm and serene and our mind is not racing. So one of the ways that you can connect to your intuition is through having the pauses in your day. It's through being able to have the quiet moments in the morning when you first wake up and not grabbing your phone right away, but actually taking the time to get up and kind of being able to slowly get into your day and to think about your day and to think about your intention for the day and what is it that you want to create in your day. The same is about in the evening before you go to bed, instead of being rushed and having so much on the go and also thinking about so much to do the next day. It's really taking the time and having a much calmer bedtime routine, being able to think about and reflect on the day, and also think about what you want tomorrow to bring. So it's creating the pauses, it's creating the moments in our day, in our life, where we're able to tune in and connect with ourselves. We are so busy in our lives, and even though we just went through a very stressful time with the pandemic, and we're not over it, it's still going on, and a lot of us are uncertain what tomorrow will bring. We can be so busy, and we can be so stressed and swept up in everything that's going on around us. And it's even more important to be able to tune into yourself. I find now more than ever, we need that connection with ourselves. And we need to be able to know that voice inside ourselves, and to trust that voice, and to go with the hunches that we have, instead of giving our authority, giving our power away to other people. I find that often when I work with my clients, I see people who are confident and very successful in life. At the same time, they sometimes have this feeling or perception that somebody else can tell them what would be good for them, or what can be helpful for them. And very often, yes, there are people who have more experience, who are professionals in different fields, who can provide some insight for us. But in the end of the day, our voice and our intuition is what can help us tune in, but also guide us to some of the right decisions for ourselves. Because in the end of the day, only we know what's good for us. And my biggest work that I do with my clients is actually to connect them to their voice, to connect them to the ways that they can hear themselves, that they can hear their intuition. I find that a lot of people have a perception that they don't have good intuition. A lot of people think that it's something that maybe you're born for, and it's this knack for being able to foresee the future, and that some people have it and others don't. Actually, if you look at a lot of research that's been done, a lot of it is in how much time they spend, meditating, how much time people spend doing things in more quiet and more silence, how much time somebody spends getting to know themselves and going deeper within, to actually be tuned in to their own emotional state, to their own feelings. So what I want to share today is that, because this is such an important topic, and it's something that encompasses, an all-encompassing thing in our life, where when we know what we want, and we also connect to that voice inside ourselves and to that intuition, to that hunch, we can make the right decisions, and we can look within for the right answers versus looking outside of ourselves, and sometimes trusting people who might not necessarily know what's best for us. And this has to do with many, many areas of our life as well. I find that there's many examples when people have had a hunch about their what their body was feeling, and they would go to the doctor, and the doctor would tell them, well, you have this, and they would say, no, I don't have this, I have the pain here, and I feel it's this. And sometimes the doctor wouldn't listen, and we trust our authority and sort of our power to the people. Yes, the doctors have the knowledge, but we also know our body and we know how something should feel. So I want to encourage you to trust yourself, to trust your voice, to trust your intuition. And if you don't feel that or don't think that you have a strong intuition, there's ways that you can work on it. And some of these ways are, there's a way that you can test yourself, and you can play a game about kind of looking at certain things and foreseeing the events, and not working with your mind, but actually working with your intuition. And your intuition is very connected to your body. So where do you kind of feel that inclination? You know, is it in your stomach? Is it in your chest? Is it in some other area of your body? Very often when we're in tune with our bodies, and our mind, our heart, and our bodies are connected, we are a lot more congruent, and we can actually connect sort of with the bigger, larger picture. So if you don't feel that you have that ability, I trust or I suggest that you work on spending a little more quiet time with yourself. If you can meditate, that's great. If not, just a little quiet time, writing down in a journal your thoughts, your feelings, and stopping sometimes during the day and pausing and actually kind of trying to tune in and seeing what you're feeling. And if there are times when you're not feeling good, or if you're feeling down, it's actually allowing yourself to be in that space and understanding what has brought on that feeling. What has caused you to feel that way? Sometimes there's causes. Sometimes we just feel blue, or we just feel sad, or we just feel irritated for one reason or another. But it is about the process of going within and understanding yourself, and understanding your reactions, and as well as the patterns that we all develop through our life, and how we react to things. And one of the things that can be a big block, it's some of the perceptions and some of the conditioning that we've taken from outside world, from our parents, from the world around us, our teachers, people who have been in our life for a long time at certain points, especially through our childhood, through our youth. Very often they can say something to us that can create that perception and create sort of basically an understanding or something within us that we take as a truth. So if somebody said to you a long time ago that you don't have certain abilities, and you still continue to believe that, it's about questioning that. But first, it's about reflecting on what are some of those beliefs that you have about yourself, and then questioning them if they're right, if they still fit you. Maybe they fit you when you were younger, but they don't fit you anymore. So if you are very tuned into your intuition, that's amazing. I'm sure that helps you in your life a lot. And if you're looking at ways to do it, you know, I definitely work with people and with my clients, and there's many different exercises that we do, and it's something that I encourage in every session that I do with someone, because that's really the biggest tool that I can give someone. It's the biggest tool that we can have in our life to help us make the right decisions, to help us be connected to ourselves, to our desires, our passion, and to the world around us. So I'm hoping that you found this helpful, and I'm hoping that if you are planning to work on your intuition, that you'll start today or tomorrow, and that your journey is interesting, exciting. Please share with me. I am a certified coach, and I work with women, professional women, who are looking to connect with who they are and find their voice. Thank you very much for watching.